What's up, everyone? Super excited with this opportunity that we have here today with WePodcast as we introduce our new show, We Talk Fitness. My name is Luis Mendez, and I'm joined by here today with Marc Gaudette. We basically want to take a few minutes of your time to introduce this show, what it's about, why you should listen, and why you should tell your friends about it, okay? But before we get going there and tell you the one thing that we want you to take away from our show today, we want to tell you a little bit about ourselves, okay? So that you know who you're talking to, so that you know who you're getting your information from. Like I said, my name is Luis Mendez. I am the owner and CEO of True Fitness. Some of you guys have may have heard of it in the past or not, but we have currently 2 locations in the city for your personal training and membership needs. With that said, we have a ton of information that we basically use on a daily basis with our clients that we feel is vitally important and we can bring out to you guys so that you guys can take it upon yourselves and use it, okay? So that you can be healthier, more active, and basically feel and look the way you want to look, okay? I've been in the fitness industry for 10 years now. I'm a certified personal trainer, fascia stretch therapist. I have tons of certifications when it comes to movement screening, rehabilitation, weight loss specialist, and all kinds of different things like that allow us to service our clients a little bit better. Marc, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Luis. So again, my name is Marc, and just really excited to be here on the WePodcast, talking some fitness. I've been in the fitness industry for almost 4 years, all at True Fitness as a personal trainer and assistant manager. I also have my human kinetics degree from the University of Windsor, and I have around 9 certifications in the fitness industry. So again, really excited to be here to give you guys some good information, practical information that you guys can use in your everyday life to be healthier and just live better lives.
Awesome. Thanks, Marc. So what is We Talk? Okay. We Talk Fitness. It's a show that is going to consist of many different things. We're going to have guests throughout the episodes to come in the future. Our shows are going to consist of, how to lose weight, how to increase strength, how to increase your cardiovascular endurance, basically lifestyle behaviors, how you can, more or less live a more active lifestyle, have a better mindset, objective about life, okay? What the tricks to the trades are that are going to effectively help you get to where you want to be. So in a nutshell, there's a lot of things that we do on a day-to-day basis with our clients that we know work, okay? When it comes to, for example, nutrition, how should you eat if you have a weight loss goal? How should you eat if you want to put on muscle? If you want to increase your energy, okay? Strength training, what should you do with your strength training program, okay? How often should you change it? What exercises are right for you? Which ones should you avoid doing, okay? When it comes to strategies behind being successful, what are some of the strategies that are non-negotiables, okay? What must you do on a day-to-day basis so that you can achieve your results, what your mindset should be like? If you have injuries, what should you do? You have an issue with your shoulder, you have an issue with your knee, with your back. We deal with these things on a day-to-day basis, right? What is the best approach so that you make these injuries better and not worse, okay? We can also talk about your life, like I said earlier, lifestyle behaviors, right? What's the right amount of sleep? What strategies can you, take upon to get better sleep? Energy levels, how can you increase your energy levels? Hydration, all these kinds of things. The opportunities are endless in regards to content that we're going to provide you guys with, okay? We want to let you know what works, okay? What some myths are. We're going to have some shows that are based on Ask the Trainer, how do you get to this point in your goals, and what are some of the pitfalls within that? So those kinds of things is what this show is going to basically entail about. We have tons of healthcare professionals such as massage therapists, chiropractors, naturopath, fascial stretch therapists, which is what we do to help individuals maintain a more active lifestyle and basically be able to achieve their fitness goals without, getting injured and whatnot. Okay. When it comes to the main thing that we want you to take away from today's show, okay? We want to make sure that you take away proper goal setting, okay? So I'll let Mark tell you guys why goal setting is so important, okay?
Yeah, goal setting is extremely important. It's the reason why you're going to go to a gym or go out for a walk or take some type of action. And you should have goals for anything in your life. It's not just about fitness, but fitness is what we do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Just kind of give you guys a little more direction on how you should do your goal setting, and just a very easy format to follow for us and for any of you guys out there is our S.M.A.R.T principle. So we're going to break that down for you guys just to help you out and make sure that you have a goal that you can actually attain through these small little steps in the S.M.A.R.T principle.
And this S.M.A.R.T principle can be applied to many different aspects of your life. Like Mark said, not just fitness. It can be applied to financial goals that you may have. Getting out of debt, save, buy a house, okay? Relationships, right? How do you grow with, your partner and achieve different things in your life, okay? Overall self-development, right? Sometimes people have substance abuse, or we have, a gambling issue, or whatever the case may be. So this S.M.A.R.T principle is very, 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 I guess, transferable to different parts of your life, okay? We use it very successfully with our clients when it comes to their fitness goals. The reality is that when we apply these principles and we understand the why of why somebody's coming to the gym or why they're looking into our services, then those goals become a lot more easier to attain, and the probability of success becomes a lot greater, okay? So when we look at our S.M.A.R.T principle right here on our whiteboard, okay, the first one we're going to talk to is going to be our specific, okay? So before we even talk about specific, Mark, what is the number one goal that people always come into the gym asking us about?
Weight loss. Absolutely. That's what we hear the most.
So if we just write weight loss, just
as an example.
Okay? When we discuss specific, what do we mean by specific, Mark?
So the goal, hey, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, what do you mean? Like how much?
Yeah.
Got to be specific on that.
So how much do you want to lose, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna allow us to basically know the big number. We can also break it down into smaller goals, right? So how much in a month, how much in 6 months, how much in a year, right? So this makes that goal specific once again.
Yeah.
Okay. The second part of that S.M.A.R.T principle is
measurable. So we have to quantify it in some way. So how do we know we're going to accomplish that goal? What's going to tell us that we've achieved that goal? Is it going to be for the weight loss? Is it going to be by inches? Is it going to be the overall weight? Is it going to be how my clothes fit? So there's a few different ways of how we're going to quantify this goal. You might do all three. There might be some other ones. You might just stick to one. But in our case, it might be weight, inches, and clothing.
Yeah, body fat too, right? There's different, tools out there that can also assess how much body fat our bodies have, how much water, how much muscle mass we're carrying, and all these kind of different things. So measurable is very important because sometimes individuals only measure their success of their specific goal by one tool, which is usually what, Mark?
The overall number.
The overall number, the scale. But we know as fitness professionals that number is going to change, okay? Sometimes the individuals that we're working with, or you yourself specifically, didn't drink too much water, right? So if now you begin a fitness routine where one of your goals, your lifestyle goals, is to also drink more water, that number might go up a little bit. Depending on your fitness routines, your strength training routines, you might start putting on a little bit of muscle after 3 weeks, after 6 weeks of working out, right? It's gonna be small, but at the same time, these factors are gonna make that scale necessarily not go down, and it's gonna defeat you. So it's important that when you look at Measurable, you use multiple ways of measuring that goal, not just one, okay? To us, what would you say the most beneficial thing that we use with our clients is, Mark?
Most beneficial?
Yeah, or the most consistent thing that we're using with our clients to measure their success.
Feedback on them, how they feel.
Yeah, how you're feeling, how your clothes is fitting. I think a close second with that would be your inches as well, right? Because if you're more hydrated, if you put a little bit of muscle, your body composition is changing, your inches actually go down as well, right? So there's different ways that you need to strategize when it comes to that. What about action, Mark? What's the third one here?
Action. That's a huge one. Without the action, you're probably not going to hit your goal. And again, this can be for anything. If you need to save money for a house, that would be the action. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to hit that goal of saving money. So in our instance here for the weight loss, what are you going to do in order to get to that goal? What do you have to do? What action? Does that mean you're coming in 3 days a week for some strength training and then 2 other days for cardio? Does that mean that you're going to have to adjust some of your nutrition decisions, what you're eating? That would be action that you would have to take in order to hit that goal. So the action point is very, very important. It's required in this.
Yeah, it's basically the specifics of that goal, right? So, like he's saying, how many times you have to, it's that simple. How many minutes of cardio you have to do? How many strength training workouts do you have to do? How many times do you have to eat? What you have to eat? What are you buying at the grocery store? What should you have? So those are the actions that we want to make sure you're addressing when it comes to your SMART principle in the weight loss kind of aspect of things, okay? Realistic. Tell us a little bit about realistic, Mark.
Realistic. This is something that we often find with our own clients. They'll tell us a goal that they think is realistic, and oftentimes we have to kind of explain things, educate them a little bit more on, that's not a realistic goal. For instance, I have to lose 50 pounds in a month. Is it realistic?
Right.
It's probably not. You're probably not.
Me running a minute mile, it's not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that the goals that we're establishing are actually realistic. They're attainable, right?
Exactly.
So if you have a good support system out there, such as a trainer or a friend, a professional in the industry, you really need to understand whether your goal is realistic or not, okay? Or that individual should be telling you whether it's not. Sometimes shows on TV, like The Biggest Loser, over the years, have really done a disservice to our industry, making people believe that you can lose 50 pounds in a month. That's not real. That's TV, right? These individuals, and without me going on a tangent, these individuals are doing extreme workouts. They're doing 6 to 8 hours of fitness a day. They take them, these individuals go from eating 5,000, 6,000 calories a day to now 1,200 calories a day, right? So the changes are so drastic, right? That's why they see those kind of results. But that's not the real world. That's not a realistic or even healthy way to actually lose that kind of weight. Okay? Mm-hmm. And the last goal here, Mark, the last point.
Time. So time can kind of tie into realistic. So if you're saying 50 pounds in a month, that would be the time period. It's not realistic. So what would be a better a time period if someone wanted to lose, let's say, 50 pounds? How long?
Realistically, 1 pound to 1.5 pounds a week would be realistic, right? So if we want to lose about 50 pounds, anywhere between 10 months to a year would be the time frame we want to see that actual weight loss by. That's also the healthy way of doing it. That's also the way you're going to be able to keep that weight off.
Right. So we just got to know the time. What's the time frame for this goal? It could be a short-term goal. It could be, trying to eat more vegetables. That could be a weekly goal. By next week, I want to be able to, consistently eat vegetables. Something simple as that.
Yeah.
For time.
For sure. And once again, breaking down all these goals is so important, right? In a weight loss aspect of things, the behavior of actually losing weight is one thing, right? What does that behavior look like? There's multiple aspects that take part into somebody losing weight, right? And through the SMART principle, we can really break that down. You can break it down from, nutrition. You can break it down from your activities at the gym. You can break it down with your overall lifestyle behaviors, right? So weight loss, just as an example here, if we're just focusing on the how much, the specific aspect of it, this is what you would follow. But you can go weight loss, right? And you can actually follow the same specific, principle with food and nutrition, right?
Yeah, this is a great template to use.
For any aspects, right? Because like we said, weight loss, behaviors, what you're doing at the gym, food, lifestyle, all these kinds of things. So then you would just go specifically down those principles to do that. So our goal for you guys today on our first show is to make sure that you grab this SMART specific principle, okay? So the SMART principle, and apply it to whatever goal you have in life right now. It doesn't have to be fitness. It can be financial. It can be relationship. It can be career, whatever that goal may be. We want you to walk away and apply this SMART principle. We want to give you tools that we use on a daily basis with our clients, with our members, with ourselves, okay? To be able to accomplish these goals that you may have, okay? So, with that said, look forward to more shows coming in the near future regarding exercise movements, programming, nutrition, overall lifestyle wellness, okay? Rehabilitation, pre and postnatal. We have a ton of resources out there that we want to expose you to. We want to help you be the better version of yourself, okay? With that said, thanks so much for listening, and that's today's show.
Beautiful. Check us out on Facebook or on our website, truefitnesswindsor.com, or come by at one of our two locations, either Tecumseh Road and Pillette, or our downtown location on Olette.
And of course, we want to thank WePodcast for bringing us on and giving us this great opportunity of basically getting our information out there. It's going to be a great partnership in regards to our demographic and our people that we have, and obviously everybody else involved in with these productions. Thanks so much.